Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Warrior One pose, or in Sanskrit it is called Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior One is a great pose to practice to strengthen your lower body. It also provides a nice stretch in the lower body, improves balance and focus, and helps open up the spine. When I practice Warrior One, I like to create the energy of a peaceful warrior as I breathe through the pose. There are other warrior poses as well, such as Warrior 2, Warrior 3, Humble Warrior, and Exalted Warrior, but we will save those for another video. So let's go ahead and begin with Warrior 1. To start, be sure you have warmed up your body, perhaps with cow and cat and downward facing dog. When you are ready, come into low lunge with the right foot in front and your hands on either side of your right foot. Be sure your front knee is stacked directly over top of your front ankle. Then begin to tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee. This is runner's lunge. Be sure to fire up your back leg by engaging the quadricep and work to lengthen your spine by reaching your heart forward. To set up the foundation for Warrior One pose, spin your back heel down to the mat so that your back foot is planted at a 30 to 45 degree angle. You may have to hop your back foot in slightly. For me, it's about a footprint in to root the heel, but be sure to only bring your foot in as much as you need to ground the foot. You don't want to shorten your stance too much. Work on aligning your front heel and your back heel as though you were standing on a balance beam. As you're ready, begin to rise up to a standing position. You can walk your hands up on your front thigh if you need help getting upright. For a moment, bring your hands to a prayer position in front of your heart so you can focus on squaring off your hips to the front of your mat. Squaring the hips is the most challenging part of this pose because with the back foot at a slight turnout, the hips tend to open toward the side a bit. However, do your best to activate your thighs by thinking about magnetizing them toward one another. You can think about this motion as though you were going to shrivel up the mat underneath you, so that essentially the energy of the right hip is pulling back and the left hip pressing forward. Think about your hips as headlights, showing the way to the front of your space. Orienting your hips to face forward is what it means to square the hips. If this is very challenging, you can bring your feet a little wider toward the side edges of your mat to help. And eventually you can work them back towards the midline until you can practice it with heel in front of heel. It's more important to have the hips squared than to have that heel in front of heel alignment. Keep your back quadricep zipped up and continue to root down through your back heel with the foot at that 30 to 45 degree angle. Be sure your front knee is still at a 90 degree bend with the knee directly over top of the ankle. When you're ready, begin to inhale and rise your arms up towards the sky, palms facing one another, and exhale to relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So there's an equal and opposite energy of reaching up but rooting down. We want to feel so rooted through the lower body especially, so that the upper body feels more free to lengthen and expand. Think about rooting down through your hips and allowing your rib cage to float up away from your hips. This is a great place for the arms. However, if you feel tight in the shoulders, you may like to cactus open your elbows at a 90 degree bend with the palms facing forward to take the tension out of the shoulders. On the other hand, if you want more challenge here in Warrior One, especially a challenge for the balance, you can try taking your palms together overhead, hooking the thumbs, and gazing up at the thumbs. You may have to angle the arms forward to be able to look up towards the thumbs, but eventually those arms or hands will be right over the shoulders with the head dropped slightly back. Be sure to continue to plug the shoulders down toward your hips as you do this so that the neck does have its freedom. After a few breaths in the pose, you may like to come into downward dog or mountain pose to reset before mindfully trying it again on the other side for the same duration. I hope this video helped you to understand Warrior One pose a bit more. Thanks for watching and have a great day.